So here's the situation. I'm trying to do daily uploads and I have nothing to post today. I'm trying to put out 100 short films this year. In addition to that, 300 videos altogether. Right now it's 10:30 and I have a client shoot that I have at 2 o'clock down in like Santa Monica area. So I have to leave at 1. So I have roughly 2 hours to get an entire film written, shot, edited, and posted. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. One of the things obviously I want to do with these films is push myself into doing something I haven't done before. But with the short amount of time, I'm thinking it needs to be like a monologue. I've done 2 of these already and I'm thinking one more to kind of round out a little bit of a series. In these films, it's typically about an introspective character who's dealing really with loss and with struggle, and it's a moment of deep contemplation until making a dramatic kind of ending, kind of been pushed to the brink of what he can, kind of handle. So sticking with that same theme of a character who is struggling with, his own mortality and struggling with his own kind of existence, and a character who's struggling with his own existence and kind of where life has led him now. This is really, to be honest, this is really tough trying to do this on the vlog at the same time, because I kind of just need to sit and think about it before I actually talk about it on a vlog. I've noticed for me when writing some of this stuff, it gets tough because, especially the dark stuff, like I start mentally going there also. It's an interesting thing dealing with it. So my thought at the moment is that we shoot it first, and just get enough shots, and then we kind of figure out the voiceover monologue in between.
I just make sure you know like the beats of emotion that you want, or you get a wide enough range of emotion.
That's kind of my thought, is get a wide enough range and we just know those opening and ending moments that we need.
Nice.
All right, you ready to help shoot this?
I was about to ask, am I helping shoot this right now?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
We're doing this.
Okay.
There's so much that goes into filmmaking, it's absolutely insane. So I now have to get all the gear and actually figure out what location I want to shoot this in. I have an idea, but it's going to be whatever it's going to be. So my thought is just to use the end of the cul-de-sac where I live as my setting. Having me being kind of introspective, sitting something like this right here, I think it kind of adds to the grungy dirtiness of it all. Can I make a short film in under 2 hours? I don't know. Let's try. So here's my thought process. Basically, I'm gonna run through the scene from multiple angles with multiple lenses, and then be able to cut that up accordingly to what I need to have, so I can be able to cut through if I want my close-up, my medium, my wide. All right, this is our last shot. It's been going pretty good, and let's see how it turns out. That's a wrap. All right, it's been like 45 minutes in that shoot. So now to basically work on the voiceover, get that recorded, and edit this video. And thank you, hon. She doesn't want to be on camera, but thank you.
Oh, I don't care about being on camera.
Thank you, hon.
You're welcome.
Mwah. All right, what's your idea for this voiceover?
The idea on the voiceover is actually sort of like this dreamy flashback conversation.
Okay.
So imagine like, like 2 a.m. So imagine like the 2 a.m., pillow talk between this couple, but it's like very deep.
I mean, do you have an idea of how it should sound?
Well, I was more thinking the conversation, like if somehow, whether he brings it up or she brings it up, like, what would you do if I wasn't around? And it's maybe too on the nose, but I was thinking if he's like, you know, well, what happened to you? Like, what would happen to you or whatever. I don't know. I think somehow, like, if his viewpoint is like I'd make the world burn. And she's like, no, seriously. And he's like, yeah, seriously. And she thinks he's joking. And you kind of get my drift? It wasn't full dialogue. It was more like the semblance of an idea.
Mm-hmm. Let me get an edit going, and then we'll
play with it.
Play with it. So I have a slightly, I don't know, maybe unconventional way, but this is the way I edit my footage, is I dump it typically into the timeline, go through. I usually do a base color to start with, just because it makes it much easier. I use a site called Motion Array to basically get all my sound effects and stuff. This is just what I've been using for years. So the interesting thing with doing films like this is that you have to build out the sound design completely from the top. Yeah, most likely won't play any of the internal sound. That always makes it interesting, in my opinion. Like, it's that extra work that you have to do. So one of the things I also do is I shoot everything at 4K and then downscale to 1080. So I have the 4K, but it allows me to punch in as needed. All right, so it is officially noon. So I have 1 hour before I have to leave. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this actually done today. Oh, another thing I like to do is give a basic color grade to my films and just see kind of what it looks like, or what it can look like. I am by far not the best colorist. Well, didn't get it fully edited and uploaded and all that jazz, but I came up with the idea, got it shot, and have started the edit on it. Not too shabby for day one. So I'm back to actually editing this video now. I didn't know how this video would turn out, so I got nervous about recording everything I was gonna do. But I actually have an edit done, which is really exciting. Except the funny thing is, I still don't have a script. The way I started with the edit was, I knew it was gonna be so much driven by the score. So I went and found a piece of score that I knew felt like the right emotion and the right communication for what I wanted and for this piece. From there, put in the sound design, because I knew story-wise I wanted it to start with this kind of ethereal in his head, and hearing these memories, to then seeing kind of a little bit more of the real world with hearing cop cars arrive and cops yelling at him. And then we end it on that kind of climactic moment. In all the films I make, I try to definitely learn something each time. One of the things I'm pushing myself, which I'm definitely not good at, is VFX. I'm having some fun kind of just playing with what might look good, what might not look good with these flames, and seeing exactly how I can blend them in to the film to make it work and to make it look really good.
I like it.
Hold on,
Dude, what do you think?
Say that again.
Said I like it.
Thank you.
Dude,
So,
do you like it?
So my thought is, from a script now, having this, is kind of having this moment of, basically the moment when he lost his daughter, right? There was this big fight, like his daughter was taken hostage, and he's like, it's okay, you know, sweetie, don't worry about it. So, Daddy, is it gonna be okay? Daddy, help me. I'm right here, you know? And this kind of moment when he loses his daughter, and then he, you know, flips out and then goes on a killing rampage after.
Do you need help writing it?
My thought was to have you do the little girl voice.
I can totally do the little girl voice.
Okay,
do you
great.
need my help writing it?
If you want help writing it,
I don't know things to do as always.
then
but...
keep going. I'll get you when we're going to record the voiceover.
Juno, you're not in this film.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Juno, Jesus, dude. That would have been great if we were rolling the audio.
What? No!
Oh, God.
What an amateur move! I start crying and everything.
Okay, take two. It's okay, sweetie. I'm right here.
Daddy, I'm scared.
Don't be scared, baby. Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too. too, baby. Save your strength. You're gonna be okay.
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
am I gonna see Mommy?
Hopefully not yet. Hopefully you get to spend a little bit more time with me.
When I see Mommy, I'll tell her you love her.
Shh, honey buns. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be just fine. Where's the ambulance? Can somebody call an ambulance? What? Baby, stay with me. It's gonna be okay, baby. Just stay with me, sweetie. Stay with me. Someone help me, please. Anyone. Come on, baby. It's okay, baby. Just, please. I think we got something there.
Great.
All right. Let's see how it turns out. So I just finished kind of reviewing it, going through some coloring, going through checking it. And I have these big speakers that I do all my audio mixing on. But one of the things I always have to do is check it on, ironically, my AirPods. Because sometimes the mix doesn't translate from the big speakers to how typically most people are going to hear it, which is just on their little AirPods. So it's something to always be aware of when mixing. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how the video turned out, especially for kind of making it up on the fly, shooting what I shot, and making up the story basically after I've edited the video already. I think it was a good experiment in pushing myself to just create something, have fun with it, and to not overthink it. Hope it inspires you to go do the same.